That is the training outline that we'll be covering through this 1 hour. I'll start right away because we're already back on time. So definition, we are saying that, mental wellness refers to ability to discover what being mentally well means and how it can help you lead a fulfilling life. So that means that it is a positive state of mental health. Why are we saying that it is a positive state of mental health is that you cannot talk of mental wellness without talking about mental health. So it is an internal resource that helps you think, feel, and connect with yourself. This means that you're able to actively build on your resilience, grow, and flourish, since it must be engaged proactively. So because I say that you cannot talk about mental wellness without bringing on board mental health. Mental health is a state of well-being in which an individual realizes his or her own ability to cope with the normal stresses in life, can improve on work productivity and fruitfully be able to make contribution to his or her community. Equally, you cannot talk of mental wellness without talking of well-being. Therefore, well-being refers to a state of being comfortable. All the experiences that you have in good health that makes you have good health, happiness, and prosperity. This means that you are having good mental health, high life satisfaction, and a sense of purpose or a sense of humor. So introduction, we are saying that mental wellness is increasingly becoming a threat to health, wellness, and wholeness at large. It is therefore necessary for any modern workplace to consider mental wellness, since it plays a critical value in improving the quality and productivity of employees and their well-being at large. And mental wellness is thoroughly integrated with physical and spiritual wellness. We understand that in the current workforce, people have spiritual beliefs, and that belief also affects the mental wellness. So you should always ensure that you pay the same attention to both. And by the every essence, mental wellness cannot be separated from physical or spiritual wellness of any human being. So wellness is the act of practicing health habits on a daily basis to attain better physical and mental health outcomes. So you need to strive to ensure that you have healthy habits all the time. Not that you have bad habits. If you have bad habits, then that means that you will not work towards your mental wellness. And therefore, mental wellness is part of our health-life balance and have all the facets of wellness intertwined in it. And therefore, one should actively work on mental wellness as life progresses and changes occurs in your life. There's no single time that you'll fail to work on your mental wellness. It is a very key aspect of your life, both at personal level, corporate level, whether you're doing your own businesses, it is key. Therefore, you must be aware of yourself, you must understand yourself, and you must forgive yourself so that a health balance can be maintained in all areas. Now, what is the difference between wellness and mental health? I'd mentioned earlier that you cannot speak of mental wellness without talking about mental health. Of course, you can't miss that, but there's a great difference between the two. The two works together to produce very concept of wellness. Because mental wellness, if you don't take care of your mental wellness, it leads to mental health or mental health disorders. So the main difference between the two is that the mental wellness is healthy lifestyle that has to be followed in order to gain good health. And therefore, the goal of wellness is to enhance your overall well-being as a person. On the other side, the mental health includes the emotional, psychological, social well-being of everyone. It affects how you feel, how you think, how you react, and it also allows you make choices, health choices in life. And therefore, it is important to maintain good mental health and mental health since all of us are candidates on mental issues. We take note of the recent research that has been undertaken. That out of 4 people, one of us is mentally affected. So this is a key topic for all of us, because either we are affected. Even where we are now, look at the population of the people that are attending this meeting. And when you look at statistics, generally you cannot know whether we are infected or affected. So it is very important that we know that one out of 4 of us is actually going to
Is it me or we have lost you again, Melissa?
Me too, not putting her.
Mele, again, we have lost you. We have lost you.
Anybody that is able to hear me?
Yeah, now you are becoming audible. Now you are audible.
I can continue?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we be able to hear Mele? Everyone?
Yes.
She's now is audible. It's now audible.
Yeah.
All right. Mele, now you can continue.
Sorry for the hitch again. Allow me to continue from where I left, the dimensions of mental wellness. The first one I've said, the physical dimensions. And this one is purely taking care of your nutrition, the physical activities, and medical costs to ensure that you have good physical fitness and confidence in you. The second is occupational dimension. These are driving personal satisfaction from one vacation and provide creativity and challenge. This is one's entire career path fulfillment with work, future work, and ambition, responsibility for performance and growth. The next one is emotional dimension. This is one feeling and thought, how you feel about yourself and how you feel about yourself and what are you thinking. So that will really also bring, that is one of the dimensions of mental wellness. Then the intellectual dimension is ability to think and learn from life experiences. How open are you to share your ideas and learn from others? The capacity for one to question and evaluate information. Then social dimension is ability to interact actively, connect with others and the social environment so that you are able to develop satisfying interpersonal relationship to fill your social roles. Then the last one is environmental dimension. This is the impact of the world, the impact the world have on our own well-being. The next one is there are sources of poor mental health. We have good mental health and we have poor mental health. And as a society, we are affected with mental health than ever before. And mental wellness emanate from the following sources. One of the sources of poor mental wellness is financial worries. all of us love money, including even Millicent. But I want to tell you, money is not it's not the most important thing in this world. We may spend a lot of time worrying about the same. But remember, you have a life. So it's not about worrying about money today and you don't sleep, you work tirelessly and money. I'm told that even when we go up country, abroad, the people that really take their time to work through the day and night without having a break. We want to remind ourselves that it is always important to make smarter investment choices and improve quality status of your mental wellness, rather than losing excessive utility in packages which are not top of your agenda. The next is poor physical health. If your physical health isn't in good place, you can't expect your mind to be in good place. And it means that even your reasoning, how you do your work, even the speed, the time you take to make a decision is affected. As such, it is important for you to invest in gaining regular exercise and healthy nutrition. Many of us are really relying on junk food even when we are at work. We don't eat well. We are even reminded that it is very important for us to take a break in between, have regular exercise so that we are actually mentally fit in ourselves. Take part in activities that promote stress management and relaxation, like yoga, meditation, and mindfulness. Healthy body is a healthy mind. No work-life balance. It is far easy fall in the trap of living to work rather than working to live. Many of us are really living to work. They are not considering that they are working to live. You need to really aspire to work to live. Remember, when you live to work, you will spend a lot of time concentrating on that job, but you're not able to allow yourself have a break. You're not able to allow yourself have a break, and therefore, you are really suffocating your body. Your body system needs to work to live so that you are able to secure that job in the future. Because if you live to work, it means that you are seeing yourself today, and you don't work towards a long goal of securing yourself healthier to undertake assignments. So it is to establish better work-life balance. That means that you need to take more vacations, taking time to go for night dates, marrying with friends, gaining a hobby, attending to your annual leaves. There are some of us that sit in the office from January to January, they don't even want to go on leave. Even sometimes they're forced to go on leave. We have institutions whereby even if you don't go on leave, you forfeit your leave. Some of us are not even concerned about that. It is high time we ensure that we give ourselves priority. Work is there, and we should ensure that we work and make a break for ourselves. Because when we are healthy, is when we are able to increase our productivity. You are important today, and you are there for a reason and for a season. You will expire, and it is right time today for you to secure yourself so that you expire when you are still very healthy. So take a health break wherever it is necessary, even walking around during lunch break. It is very important to do that. Sharing your personal experiences with others to reduce stigma when it is appropriate. Either way, restoring some balance and control in your life, you will have a positive influence if you do that. The next is bad sleeping habits. This is very common I'm sorry to make reference to gender M. They are notorious in carrying work home. They are notorious in getting to bed late because sometimes they're still out with their friends. But let us be reminded that it is very important to have enough sleep. Get quality sleep is very important because it regulates your stress hormones. Sleep allows your body to heal and take time off from what the world throws away at you. Remember, when you are at work at this particular moment, you experience a little bit of some challenges. There are a lot of dynamism that you go through. It is that time that when you leave this place and you go back home, it is when you are able to rest. And that is why it is important to go home and get that quality sleep. It is very important that we ensure we get quality sleep. And scientifically, they do say that at least ensure that you have, at least you have
Yes.
a rest for at least
Huh?
5.
Millie, kindly unmute. Unmute.
Can I continue?
Yes, though your audibility has reduced again, but if you can raise it slightly. You are lost. You are lost. We have lost you again. Readjust yourself. We can't hear you.
Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. We have a lot of hitches. We are on number 5, network and connections. We are saying that it is important not to work alone. Ensure that you build useful networks and connections so that you are able to recognize that friends and distant relatives can also add value into your life. They can also be a huge source of relief and can also be a huge source of happiness. So build and nurture face-to-face social connections so that you are able to build into your network and you are able to release some of the issues that you have in life. Support, we are saying preventing mental health problems is always the first target. Though not all issues are preventable, that must come very clear. You can work towards preventing the health-related problems, but you cannot really do away with them. So if you do experience a problem, it is vital that you attend to it as soon as possible. Don't wait too long. If it is a situation that requires medication, behavioral therapy, or any form of treatment, make sure that you seek such attention as soon as possible. Don't wait until they manipulate further, because the more they manipulate, the more they become very expensive to maintain. Avoid suffering in silence and ensure that you find solution as need arise. This is just a content number of wellness, and this is a very common figure or diagram that we have all known. We take note of the first 2 levels where we have the self-esteem, confidence, achievement, respect for others, and respect by others. And then the upper part of it is about morality, creativity, spontaneity, problem solving, and lack of prejudice and acceptance of facts. We are saying it is that level wellness works well. And therefore, why are we saying this? If wellness works well so much at that level, see that you are able to build in your self-esteem, you are able to build your confidence, you are able to build you are morally upright, you are able to come up with a new idea, you are able to act facts the way they are. So it is very important that you look at yourself. If that is where it works well, then try to fit yourself and ensure that you work towards your self-esteem, you work towards your confidence, you work towards your achievements, and you respect one another so that you are mentally well in that field. So we have said mental wellness, but there's need for us to have resilience. So we are saying that for mental well resilience is a process of adapting well in face of diversity, trauma, tragedy or significant source of stress. Being resilient does not mean that a person will not experience mental wellness. One may undergo distress, anxiety, depression, among others. The normal person who have suffered diversity or trauma experiences emotional pain and stress. So the road to mental wellness resilience is likely to involve considerable mental fitness, physical fitness, and emotional distress. As we continue, for you to build, to have a mental wellness resilience, it is important to take note of elements of crisis at work, which requires mental wellness. These crises include threats to the integrity of the entity. Decision time is also very limited. Some of us are really working through strict timelines. Information processing challenges in rapid changing situations. So these are crises. And when you encounter this, you really need to work well to adjust so that your mental wellness is also upright. Otherwise, you will be affected with this crisis at workplace. Step to improve mental wellness. As individuals, we have a role to play in our own mental wellness. It will not be a responsibility of others to do it for us. As much as we have said that we cannot do it we cannot be an Ireland. We need others, but at the same time, we play a key role to ensure that we improve our own mental wellness. The first one is to look for positive. When it comes to mental wellness, never underestimate the power of positive thinking. Always have positive thinking. Your outlook can actually influence how you feel. Somebody may just see you like this. Your perception, how you come in, that first impression is very important. And therefore, always have in mind that you are positive. Once you are positive, you'll be happier and healthier. Because when you look like you are so frustrated, somebody may just judge you from the outright. Therefore, it is important always to focus positive. Next, eat well and sleep well. I've mentioned it somewhere. The way in which you take care of your body influences your mental wellness. Maintain healthy weight. Always ensure that you remain the size of Millicent. Millicent is about 1 GB. Because it is likely, that is likely to reduce your anxiety, depression, and irritability. I'm saying that by virtue of you not keeping fit or keeping fit, whether you keep fit or not keep fit, make sure that your mental health is upright. Then stay physically active. Being physically active is good for your own mind. It releases mood boosting endorphins that provide relaxed sensation throughout the mind and the body. So stay active on a regular basis to reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. The next is take a break. As an individual, ensure you take a break because life is very hectic, and learn to take a break. In work, family, and social responsibility, we can get stressed. And any interaction can lead to stressful life. So ensure you take a break wherever it is necessary. Whether in between working time, whether it is during weekends, even that evening when you get into your house, ensure you have a break of yourself because you are the priority in life. Even when you reach home, take a break, listen to yourself, take shower, listen to yourself, enjoy the music that you love most. Even if you love going to Facebook, get to Facebook, relax so that you have that you relieve yourself from the stressful moment that you actually encountered during the day. Then spend quality time with friends and family. Family is ever the fallback. Many of times we find ourselves that we really adore our workplace. So I want to remind ourselves that we are here for a reason and for a season. We will expire, but the fallback is always our families. Fallback is always our friends. So therefore, spend quality life with your families and friends. Companionship is good for your own health. And why is it important in mental wellness? It increases your sense of belonging and purpose. When you have your friends, they really encourage you that they listen to you, will go far. And you feel that, okay, I am doing things better. You have a shoulder to kneel on when you have a problem. And that is the sense of belonging. It boosts your happiness. Many times you will find yourself, you laugh a lot with your friends. You make a lot of fun, and that releases the stress. It improves your confidence and self-worth. Because wherever you do anything, they will tell you, congratulations, Millicent, you have done this. It also helps you cope with trauma in life. And repercussions of mental health. We are saying that mental health has both positive and negative effects on employee and businesses at large. The problem is characterized by the extent to which they disrupt an individual ability to function well. Any considered inability to learn.
Millie, we are losing you again. Your connectivity is getting poorer. Are you able to readjust it if possible? Because we are losing you. It's fluctuating.
Right there.
All right.
I am
Better there. Yeah, better there.
Okay, sorry. Repercussions of mental wellness. Mental illness has both the positive and the negative effect on in our own businesses and even on employees as individuals. We are saying these are characterized by the extent to which they disrupt our ability to function well. So the consequences in life is you may have an ability to learn, to work or respectfully in life to become one to have the ability of mental illnesses. The consequences of mental illness and poor mental health, however, can reduce or even eliminate you reaching out early to connect with appropriate support of treatment. And therefore, we are saying that some of the effect of poor mental health in employees or in business is an ability to make healthy decisions, reducing immunity to fight off chronic diseases, leading an increased risk of developing mental health problem, which can impact negatively in our mental health, leading to increased risk of some conditions in our life. Number 4 is the deterioration of performance and productivity at work. Number 5 is about increased barrier and reduced communication amongst employees, increased cost of health management, limited employee engagement with one's worker, reduced physical ability and daily functioning, and even we are saying a poor mental wellness can lead to loss of life. Positive part of it is that we are saying that good mental wellness is ability to feel and express and manage a range of positive emotions, so positive and negative emotions. And this is ability to form and maintain good relationship with others. So people who are mentally upright are well assured, they are positive, and they are happy. And to achieve this good mental health, if you achieve this good mental health, you'll be able to realize your own ability, cope up with stresses and challenges of life, and therefore it is important to take note that mental wellness is important to our life, as shown there here. First, it improves employee health behavior. People change behavior by right of education, skills, motivation, tools, and social support. Therefore, wellness programs are good at helping staff adopt and maintain healthy behavior, which leads to lower health risk with fewer healthcare costs. The next is the reduced elevation of health risk, whereby we are saying good wellness program must be focused in helping employee adopt healthy behavior. And healthy diet and lack of physical activities elevate blood glucose, high blood pressure, high cholesterol in the body. Number 3 is the reduction of healthcare cost. Comprehensive worksite wellness program that improve employee behavior will see a bending of health cost. Number 4 is about improved productivity. Poor employee productivity can be defined as presentism. This is where somebody is physically present at work, there's no work being done. And this is very common in our work in many institutions currently. Body will keep time come and leave in the evening, But when you want to quantify what the output or what that person has done, you will find nothing has been done. And this one is associated with poor employee health. Decreased absenteeism is the opposite of the other one. So we are saying that if your employees are in good health, there will be low absenteeism. And if an employee who controls their stress will also have low absenteeism. Employee with health, blood pressure, cholesterol, and glucose will also have low absenteeism level. Employees who are not overweight or obese will also have low absenteeism. Why are we saying all this? We are saying all this because if you have poor health, it means that most of the time you'll spend your time in the hospital, you will be sick off and sick leave, or you are admitted in the hospital. That is why we are saying if you have good mental wellness, then the degree of absenteeism is decreased. It also helps improve employee recruitment and retention. We are saying many of the times that when you want to take a job, some people may always make inquiries about wellness programs which are available within that institution. We have institutions that are able to provide wellness program. That is, for example, free gyms, membership, on-site health clinic for every variety, comprehensive medical benefit, and this can make it very easy for a new staff to join and also now to retain an existing staff. So it is also very important that we consider this as a chart so that when we are recruiting, we are able to attract most qualified and retain the same if we are able to provide such kind of facilities within our institution. Then the next positive importance of mental wellness is build and help sustain employee morale. If you have wellness solution, you will be able to sustain your employees and you'll be able to increase their morale. And that means that when they are engaged, when the employees feel engaged, they are valued and appreciated, obviously you will be able to increase the productivity. Obviously, you have happier and healthy workforce. There are different interventions in addressing mental wellness in the workplace. And we will focus on mental wellness by looking at psychological aspect, emotional, professional, social, spiritual, and physical. And we want to say that us as HR, we really play a vital role in managing mental wellness in workplace. And one of the programs that we really need to take care of is to ensure that we have employee assistance programs that are designed to enhance the professional attitude of public officers and provide assistance to those who are experiencing professional and personal problems, which are diverse in nature and may affect the quality of their life and job performance. And in this, you will find that it is very important that the EAPs are able to address employee wellness and work-life balance. Some of the objectives of the EAP is to help employees identify personal problems and find solutions by themselves, adopt constructive action plans to address the personal challenges that they are experiencing by themselves, adopt strategies to deal with work and personal experiences by themselves. Then the opportunities that we can really acquire from EAP's program is that we are able to get psychological support. We are able to seek for medical attention. We are also able to seek for legal redress where possible. We're able to, it also helps us to grow our career. And also it also open career opportunities in our life and manage work-life balance in our lives. Benefits of EAP is to improve productivity and employees' engagement, develop employee and manage competencies in managing work, employees and managers in competencies in managing workplace stresses. It reduces workplace absenteeism and presenteeism. It also reduces workplace accidents. It reduces healthcare costs, reduces employee welfare, the turnover and related costs that may be brought in replacing such kind of stuff. Then there are also expected challenges when you are implementing the EAP program. There's usually a slow uptake of such programs due to fear of being seen or having issues. If you are you are not meant you have poor mental wellness, you will not come out easily so that you are able to be helped. So these are the kind of challenges that we experience. There's need for us as a church to really work to ensure that we're able to identify these cases. People who fear come up and take such kind of program. Then there are issues of confidentiality. They fear that confidentiality is compromised. Therefore, people do not want to come up to be helped. Then there are relapse cases of
Millie, again, you are fluctuating to the lower ebb. We are not able to hear you clearly. We are not able to hear you. You are not audible.
What is happening today?
Could be your network.
I've restarted.
You're okay now.
I am okay.
Yeah, now go on.
Okay, some of the expected challenges when you are implementing the EAP program is the low uptake, fear of unknown, the fear of being seen, then confidentiality. Some of our staff fears confidentiality, that they we will be able to share the information with others. There are issues of relapse, self-stigma, and then we also have low uptake of support program at the workplace. We are talking of intervention. The first intervention was now the EAP. The second intervention is the mental wellness capacity building. There's need for us to ensure that we promote wellness of we promote awareness of mental wellness at the workplace. This can be done through sensitization, distribution of information, education, communication, materials, leaflets, distribution of such kind of things, training champions, pre-retirement and financial management training, so that you are able to really talk about mental wellness. The next one is about employee wellness, welfare and wellness activities. There's need for us to give incentive for health behavior, like salary advances, funeral grant and secured loan, sports, band, team building, on-site health clinic, gym membership, on-site cafeteria, so that you're able to give quality food, or you check on the nutrition of the food that is being served, in-house games. This will be able to really help our staff. Then you are also supposed to consider counseling services, ensure that you employ a professional counselor to offer counseling services, encourage and also able to encourage mental health preventive, educative, and curative purposes. You will be able to give counseling services in form of individual group seminars or workshops, building forum, support group, amongst other methods. The fifth one is recognition of mental wellness open days at workplace. It's very important as a church that we should have a mental wellness open day, so that we are able to check on our staff, on their mental well-being, their physical fitness. We can also now make arrangements to have free medical screening, nutrition education, spiritual session, and interdepartmental sports within you. If you can, even if you can go outside, you can still organize for people to come in from other institutions, so that you can have games and sport across. Then support group and structures in place, ensure that there is program and policy already from the central, is already in existing. By that, you are able to really implement what you are talking about. With no policy, then probably you will be borrowing best practice, but it is very important you have a policy in place that you can always make reference to. Also, take note to nominate and train mental wellness champion or peer educators. And then also you may also take a initiative to do staff debriefing, so that you are also able to build into that capacity. Then resource mobilization. This is basically just to aid you fund such a kind of activities that you may encounter during your open day, and also now can also help you develop your policy. Then establishment of wellness centers. You really need to work towards this. We know very well that even the Employment Act give a bare minimal that we need to give breastfeeding rooms. Some of our institutions does not really take care of this yet. It is important that we provide even breastfeeding rooms in our institution, gym services if we can afford. You identify a room for prayer or spiritual room so that your people can always find a place to go and pray wherever they want. Have annual checkup, annual medical checkup on issues like cancer, vision, dental, optical, diabetic, blood pressure, cholesterol, amongst others. Have a changing room, have on-site clinic, swimming pool. They may look very, they may look so much magnified, but they're adding value to our own mental wellness. Nanny rooms, cafeteria, nanny rooms are, this one Safaricom is really doing well in this, and cafeteria services. Then the next is staff recognition and reward. We really need to develop a culture and a policy to appreciate and recognize staff contribution. Then we have referral services. If you encountered, if you as staff are going through a poor mental wellness and they have moved toward mental health related disease, this need for us to make a referral if we are not able to really take care of that situation. Then employ flex time and telecommuting for people who are able to do that. I know this is a challenge in most of public service, but if you're able to do it, it is very important because it really contributes to our mental wellness. Mediation, look into legal and ethical issues ranging from the next of kin family, conflict resolution, and colleagues at work so that you are able to really tap into this process rather than waiting until you go and seek for legal redress elsewhere or even in court of law. Then lastly, you need to work in your exit wellness program. Things like pension scheme, gratuity, staff exit interview, rollout of early retirement voluntary program, issuance of mandatory retirement notice, resignation interview, award of long-serving officers in an institution, exit parties, certificate of service, amongst others. When you do this, actually, when somebody leaves the institution, they feel that they're appreciated, and when they leave, they don't deteriorate very fast. As individual, you have a role to play towards your mental wellness. So sometimes people engage in destructive activities with stress. For example, you will find that some of us engage in excessive drinking of alcohol, using other or drug abuse substances, or other activities that are destructive in nature, like even gambling or watching TV for many hours. You need to take note that all these are unhealthy for you. It is important to take care of yourself and have a structured life even when you don't have a work obligation. Mental health is not about you, what you are doing outside there. It is about yourself. So you are a priority in yourself. You are the priority in yourself. The recent past, we have a lot of people who could not go to work because of COVID-19 and their regulations and other social, they could not even they could not engage in other social activities like even the gym. But we are saying that mental wellness comes from feeling balanced, connected to others, and ready to meet life challenges. Therefore, ways to enhance your mood, build resilience, and get more enjoyment of life. Some of them that you as an individual need to do is learn to be at peace with yourself. Get to know who you are and what make you happy. And whatever makes you happy is what you really need to explore. Shed friends that are not adding value to your life. Lead a happy, full life all the time. Acknowledge what you can do and what you cannot do. And what you can't change about yourself, also accept. We are human beings, and we know very well we have our weaknesses and we have our strength. Identify your abilities and weaknesses and accept them and build on them. Do the best with what you have as an individual. Pay attention to your own needs and feelings. Express your thoughts through the journey and blog to understand more of yourself. Talk about your feelings with others so that you are able to stay in good health and deal with time when you feel troubled. Maintain a healthy lifestyle. This is about taking a balanced diet. Even if you are not able to afford a balanced diet, it does not mean that an expensive balanced diet is what you need to bring to the table. Ensure at least you make a balanced diet at a minimal cost. That would be taking care of yourself and taking care of the whole family at large. Exercise regularly. This is very important. Just jogging around, even doing sit-up in your house, it's very important. Going to swimming, those people who are able to do. Team sport, biking around, you're able to do that. If you're able to get to team sport like soccer, you can do it depending on your time. But always ensure that
Believe you have left us behind again. Your volume has drastically gone down. Maybe if you can restart so that it picks up again.
I am there. I am there.
Yes, better now.
Okay, number 3 is to maintain a healthy lifestyle. We are saying that ensure that you take a balanced diet, exercise regularly, take a break, know when it is crucial for you to relax. Yeah, drink responsibly. I am not telling you to stop drinking. Drink responsibly. Avoid cigarettes and other harmful substances. Get some rest. Sleep is very vital. Then number 4 is to work towards your objective. Ensure you have smart objectives. Examine the current reality of yourself. Explore various options that are available within your disposal. Establish the will to overcome the challenges and obstacles of life. Then build strong relationship. Make time for family and friends. I talked about that. Share joy. Share life joys and sorrows with them. So note that when the time to grieve, you are out and you don't want to be with the family. Always stand with the family all the time and have positive thoughts. Number 6, create a financial budget so that you're able to avoid overspending. I'd mentioned earlier that one of the sources is worrying about money. So ensure that you work towards this so that you are able to live within your means. Then volunteer for a cause. This one means that you can participate in community activities just to give a sense of humor and satisfaction and give back to the community. Therefore, we are coming almost to the end of the presentation, but we are saying as a HR, we have a responsibility in managing the mental wellness at the workplace. So we are saying that our responsibilities include the following: that we are able to offer health insurance with no or low out-of-pocket costs for mental wellness and mental health related cases. We are also tasked with the responsibility to ensure that there's a social support networks and programs are available within our institution. We are also tasked with the responsibility to ensure that we provide free or subsidized lifestyle coaching, counseling, or self-management program to our staff. We are also tasked with the responsibility to make a mental wellness self-assessment tool available to our employees so that they are able to frequently assess themselves. The next one is to offer free and subsidized cleaning and wellness screening from qualified mental health professionals, followed by directed feedback and clinical referrals whenever need may arise. Then we need also to consider offering incentive to reinforce healthy behavior within our workforce. Number 7 is to host seminars or workshops that addresses mental wellness program to help employee reduce anxiety and create awareness and improve focus and motivation. The next is to create and maintain dedicated, quiet space for relaxation activities. The next is to distribute those kind of materials that are able to really promote mental wellness in an institution. Then identify and train people on issues of wellness and mental health and offer peer-to-peer support wherever necessary. Create a supportive environment like new employee induction, which is very key. Alignment of mental wellness in policies. Counteract negative feedback wherever they arise. Share wellness vision with your employees. Then the next is provide wellness program activities that are able to provide healthy worksite and promote good health within your institution. Therefore, in conclusion, we are saying that focusing on mental wellness is a unique opportunity to positively influence the life of all employees, entrepreneurs, and gifted achievers. Everyone can have a mental superpower like ability to differentiate and focus, access to deeper insight, intuition, and creativity. However, those abilities must be trained regularly, just as the muscles. So we are saying that mental wellness you cannot just sit and wait for it. You have to work towards it. You must eat well, you must think positively, you must exercise for you to be mentally upright. That is why you need to try your best to have a healthy lifestyle and practices in order to take care of your physical health at large. Therefore, I'm saying, because even though today was hard, I am still choosing to be here tomorrow. And I may have to fight a battle than once to have a healthy life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, CHRP Millie. That was brilliant. And I believe the task is upon us. Now, it goes beyond our workplace. It's affecting us both here at the workplace and at our family lives at home. And it becomes a little bit tricky if we do not know and do not understand ourselves. And therefore, that element that you talked about, which is socializing with your peers, is also quite important because you can also be able to share. Yes. Thank you so much for that brilliant presentation that you shared with the members. Now, at this juncture, I would invite any member who has any other clarification or additions that you might add in the next 15 minutes. Compliments before we go to the questions. The floor is open for compliments or any additions before we go to the question sessions. And at the question time, any one of us is able to make a contribution towards any question that a member may be able to ask. So if you could raise your hand up, the better. Compliment from Lillian here. That was a good presentation covering both individual mental health and its effect on the organization. That's nice. Another compliment that we are getting here from Willis. Good presentation. Hope you will share the notes via emails. Yes, we will share that. Any other compliment that we have? Margaret Masibo, great presentation, very informative. So, Millie, we are evaluating you. Joseph Ademba, good presentation, share notes. Lois, quite insightful and helpful information you shared, thanks. Mike, that was great. No one wants to talk. People are only texting. Rose, nice presentation from Millie, quite insightful. Elizabeth, great presentation on mental health issues. Iska, thank you for the insightful sharing. Please share notes. Nancy, great presentation. Mildred, well done. For those who are joining now, we are at the tail end and we are asking for any compliments, any addition to what Millicent has shared with us. Now we can go to the questions. If anyone has got questions, and remember I've said if you have a question, any of us can be able to respond to the very question that any one of us may have brought forth. So compliments are still coming in, but we can go to the question time. So if you have a question, can we see your hand up? Or just unmute and ask. We are getting a lot of compliments from the members. Great. If there is no question, may I ask one of us to kind of say a final word in terms of summarizing and giving vote of thanks to Millie. I think the branch, I want to give one of the officials here. Griffiths, are you still there? Griffiths. Griffiths, are you there? Okay. Now, if Griffiths is not there, can I give this opportunity to the branch secretary, Arguings? Arguings Rabala, are you somewhere? Looks like Arguings is also logged out. Now, I want to give any other member in the South branch, Willis O'Day. Willis, can you say a vote of thanks? Unmute. Willis, unmute first. If Willis, are you able to unmute and say any word of thanks? If Willis is not able to unmute, I would ask any of. Okay, I've seen Willis as unmuted, but we cannot be able to hear him. Probably you can restart. Willis probably is not ready. I want to give the last chance to. Let me see who likely can be ready. I want to give Madam Chair Caroline Enane. Caroline.
Good afternoon, Chair.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
We are doing well.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. Let me take this opportunity also to really thank Madam Millicent. She's usually very clear. The points are very simple to understand, and she usually has very nicely researched articles. So I want to thank her so much for this opportunity. You know, now I'm in, from Western Branch, I have crashed into the meeting. But I really want to thank you, Millicent. You're very clear. I really like the way you bring out your points. And it's not haphazard. It is always very nicely arranged, and we have been able to our knowledge on mental health. This is not the first time you're presenting it, and you're usually very good at presenting it. So thank you very much. I just want to also say that the topic itself is very timely, because at this point in time, especially with what is happening, you talked about environmental effect on us. We need to watch out as HR practitioners, as the HR people at the workplace, the effect of the environmental, because the environment now is affecting us at the workplace. Now the salary is the same, and yet the issues that our employees must grapple with is how to make the same amount fit into the budget when the economy has the inflation is on the fast lane running away from us. So thank you very much, Madam Madara. You have helped us to be aware that we may be handling some of these issues. In fact, now we should be ready at the workplace. We should look out for signs of our staff and offer those services that Madam Madara has highlighted. So thank you very much, very timely. Thank you very much, Nyanza branch, for having organized this training for us. Thank you very much. Do have a good afternoon.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair, for your compliment on the presentation made by Asijat P. Madara. We are so happy for those who have managed to log in and attend the session. I believe we have gotten something for our own personal benefit and for the benefit of our own employers where we work. It is also my plea that we, as the branch, we are also organizing another one soon in the middle of July. So any other person who is interested in sharing with us any topical area where you feel you have competency in, just inbox me so that we can see how to arrange and organize so that the one that we have made next month, you can be able to facilitate so that we as members can be able to also benefit from the same. Millie, thank you so much. Don't tire. I know sometimes I call you and ask you to present when I don't have people who are ready. Please continue being ready for us when we need you, because that is quite insightful for a number of us. And I believe we'll continue gaining a lot of information and wealth from your presentations. Otherwise, I thank everybody for attending today's forum, and you are always welcome. And lastly, I'll ask Millie to share with me the PowerPoint so that we can be able to share with the members who are in attendance. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have a nice week. So members can leave at their own pleasure. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Thanks, Chair.
Thanks so much.